So Alabama coming in. I don't know if y'all saw my last video or not, y'all, but I was kind of bashing on what they was doing last practice. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't the intensity wasn't there as I thought it would should be. The wide receivers and quarterbacks, it was iffy to me. It was lackadaisical. I know it's just spring. They gonna ramp it up, but like I said, I've been watching spring practices a lot, and some other places the intensity is very high. I know Summerall he has to instill a new culture into the Florida Gators and instill like what he wants his program to be. But Kalen DeBoer, I guess some of these guys know what the game plan is, know how practice goes. They've been in the system for a while, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. But it just seems, I don't know, it just kind of seemed dead. Even when I'm looking at this picture, I don't know if y'all can see it too well, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. But yeah, man, they come in. So Alabama this season, we're gonna look at the defensive backs and the linebackers today, and that's where they make their bread and butter. That's where their draft picks come in. You've had some very high draft picks coming in at this position. Damani Jackson, shout out Damani. I went to school with Damani in middle school. If you know you probably remember the dude or whatever. But I would like to talk to Damani again to see how, like, just a podcast, whatever, just see how he got to Alabama and how his journey, where he got to where he is today, and just traveling from place to well, not place to place, but from where he was living for where he was going to high school and things like that. And what was I gonna say? And how he came to US? Well, why did he go to USC and then switch to Alabama? And because when in middle school, if y'all don't know, he was wearing Michigan jerseys. I forgot why he was a Michigan fan or whatever, but he was wearing Michigan jerseys in middle school, and he could have went there. And I see a lot of comments saying like he should have went to Michigan and things like that. But I think it worked out all perfectly for Damani. He's gonna be a top pick in the NFL draft. He'll be nice. So I can't wait to see him in the league now. That's crazy when you know somebody that's about to hit the league. So that's something exciting to see. It's a glorious thing to see. So yeah, man, we are gonna see what is Alabama bringing to the 2026-2027 season, and Kalen DeBoer. He's probably on the hot seat right now. That schedule is looking pretty hot too with the opponents they have. The SEC is always going to be tough. It's not going to be like last year's SEC. That South Carolina game can be different. You're going to bring in a new starting quarterback to the team. It's going to be a young quarterback, Austin Mack. I know it's probably his third year now. And then Keelan Russell, it's going to be coming into his second year, and it's looking like Keelan's going to be the starter. But Ty Simpson, I think, was a redshirt junior or a junior when he came in, and he was sitting for a while, so he was ready for his start. I don't know if these two are going to be ready for their start. And it seems like Ty he really wanted to be an Alabama quarterback. I know Keelan went to Bama. He's from Bama. He wants to be that too. So Ty really embraced Alabama. Hopefully Keelan does that too. And Austin, I don't know if y'all saw what I saw about Austin Mack, but go back to my other video if y'all didn't, about Alabama and what I said about Austin Mack, because I don't know. I'm just saying go on TikTok and watch all. I'm just saying go on TikTok, search up Austin Mack, come back or do it after the video, whichever. And yeah, tell me, and then ask this question to yourself: is he serious about football? Just go on TikTok, search up Austin Mack, come back, and just ask yourself: is he serious? That's all I'm saying. But and just tell yourself that's the reason why he stayed at Bama too. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that question because it's like if he transfers like him, I think he should have taken the transfer. Everybody's bashing the transfer portal of like all the wrong reasons, but I think he should have took the transfer portal because you know of his size, 6'6", his abilities and his potential. Because if you're in a it's not like he's scared of a quarterback battle and things like that. But it's like you have a better chance of starting somewhere else and showing your abilities off if you know the the quarterback position's already kind of promised or given to Keelan, so and the fans kind of want Keelan too. Austin's kind of like an outsider, just like what's his name, Kalen DeBoer is. He's not from Bama or anything like that, but how they're viewing Kalen DeBoer already, it might how it's looking if he starts losing them games. So hopefully they just embrace everybody and all goes kumbaya in Bama land, but in the CFB land, it's not always that. They got some big dudes on the D line. See, I'm a USC fan. If y'all don't know, let me make this bigger for you all guys. But yeah, USC's D line. I mean, we got some dudes that look like that Jarrett, but he doesn't produce every play. Jarrett's a nice D tackle, but he doesn't produce every play like some of these guys do. We need big boys, not just one Jarrett. We need about four Jarretts in there. So shout out Jarrett and what he does. He stuffs the run and does what he does. And Jakeem Stewart, I love Jakeem Stewart too. I think they're both on the D line, or they Jakeem's gonna be on the D line. Wayful, Jarrett, um, but I'm naming my guys because I know them. I don't really know the Bama guys. Let me pull them up. I'm saying I know like the Bama people like we know our guys. You can't be my bad. But yeah, you got Xavier Griffin and the Zay Hall, some linebackers coming in there from Georgia, Gainesville, Georgia. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was Gainesville in Georgia. That's kind of shocking to me. And then you got uh, Zay Hall, he's coming from Alabama too, and then some transfers. Caleb Woodson is a linebacker too. Those are just some names to watch out for, just to look out for. We're gonna get into the cornerbacks too, but just some names to watch out for. And then Keenan Allen's going to the draft, so that and Keenan's not going to be like a top pick or nothing like that, but it is something to see. You are losing him from the D line, and see how some. I think the team's just very young and very unexperienced, so we're gonna see some guys. A lot of teams are gonna be like that. A lot of guys moving around, not a lot of pieces where they used to be, and I don't know. Yeah, so should be some. What's well, it's not kind of crazy, but USC had the most returning starters out of all the teams last year, so that's really shocking. We have 15. I thought the number would be higher too. We'll just start like I get it, people change, people you got a lot of transfers now and things like that, but I thought the number would just be higher, like probably back in the day it was probably like 20, maybe kept 20 nah, that's a little too high, right? Like cuz it's 22 on team, so it's yeah, I mean you're gonna lose about that. So 15 starters, but I guess it was all on the offensive side. But you can't. I don't know. I don't know how that data goes, because it's like okay, I guess we're keeping four starters from the defense and then 11 on the offense. Maybe I don't know. Maybe some from the defense, some from the offense. I don't know how it goes. Eight. Y'all, what you can pick and choose how you do it, but I thought the number would just be higher from like returning players and things like that. But yeah, Alabama's roster is very young and inexperienced. So let's see. It's going to be very surprising what they do this year. Hopefully they're coaching them up. I want to see some coaching. I've been seeing some very good coaching over the past few days. So hopefully they keep it up. They fast off them pads. What the hell are you watching, buddy? The hell do you do? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, I'm playing. It must be lovely job. like he like medical or something. I don't know. That was a little too fast just to be. Yeah, your stance, buddy. Oh my God, I should have never picked this. All right, yeah, all right. I just needed him in a better walking pose. I was a little too flamboyant for him, I know. But no, like how you just go into like some tackling into the foam pit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a little too fast, and it doesn't look like you're taking it serious right now. I don't know. It just looks like a little playground thing. I'm not trying to criticize it, but it was just a little too fast moving. Like I want to see, Oklahoma, not Oklahoma's, but something like it, tackling that the donut. Here we go. Okay, my bad. I was criticizing. I was criticizing a little too much. If y'all left me, that's on you. I was criticizing what they doing a little too much. I think they bring the intensity. If you in full pads, like, yeah, let's go. And what is this improving though? Just getting used to tackling again. But how are you measuring if they drive them into the ground though? Like driving them into a freaking what's it called? Uh, uh we gonna call it the foam pit.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses. Or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Stick with me, please. Stick with me. We're facing some technical difficulties.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You?
Nice
No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Too. Hey,
Red Bull gives you wings.
Call it a day. It does not. Anyways. Why you say cheese? Why you say that? Y'all hear that? Or is it just me? Why you say that? Why you say that? I ain't say it. I ain't say it. Who said it? Levin looked like a beast. Alright, they getting good tackling in the pads. We see him getting in the end. Okay, here we go with some circle drill with some donuts.
Give me 3 or 4
I remember these switching to each position drill and all that. My goodness. It's some. I remember these in high school, bro. So I wonder what like position. I don't know. It's a different position group. I mean, position group coaches that they're going with to see where they can fit best, or just different coaches in general. On the D line, like just assistant coaches just helping because it seems like they got the whole field and they might be. It's they are one team, but it's like one. Yeah, that defense is like one team and that offensive one team because it seems like you know, the offensive is the offense probably in the weight room training or something like that. It seems like the defense has the whole field right now. So why half a double S going like hitting a donut? No, it makes sense to me, but boom. Right, he hitting a donut. I kind of want to see these DBs though. What the DBs working with. That's what we came here for. Low key. DBs doing up. What the DBs doing though. These DBs are huge, bro. Like him, he's 10. Good lord, I don't know if these are DBs or linebackers. I'm liking this. Yeah, hey, I don't know if this is their cornerback group, but they're big, bro. 49 getting the AWS kicked out of him, or that number 2 kicked out of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shoo. He getting his AWS kick. And he winded, bro. 49, I feel you. I think I've been there sometimes, but not too long though. Actually, like real early on, like not Pee Wee, but like somewhere in there. Like 7th grade, something like that. And I wasn't like that on the field. I just never really. It's not about that. It's not about That's one of those drills you gotta pay attention, man. Because if you mess up, yeah, they'll ding you for it. You could pay for it in the end of the practice, and yeah, it's one of them. Like, yeah, pay attention and focus. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, if y'all don't play football though, or if you don't know, sometimes these drills that they move the ball fast. If they down send hiking it, if you move before the ball is snapped, your teammates get on you. It happened to me multiple times. When you sweating and it's like when they just ran you a whole bunch, and then you have to get down in a 3 point stance, 4 point stance, I don't know, 3 point stance, and they send down set hike. They trying to get you off sides and everything like that. You just have to pay attention. If you move off sides, yeah, you gonna pay for it with some running. So that's it. Jeez. He's saying cheese tip. Hey, it was a little nice little practice, y'all. A little nice little practice, a little get together before they break out for spring, and then they come back, and we're in summer. I think summer is gonna be hard for us, y'all. Summer is gonna be a hard time for us college football fans, man. That's gonna be a down period. Then we get into the fall, and that's gonna get easier for us. So hopefully y'all got college basketball's right around the corner with March. We got some spring football, kind of some UFL. If you want to watch that, if you're into that, if you like that sort of type of thing, if that's you. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to come down in the fall and what we got going in the Big 12, the SEC, the Big 10. Oh my, just all the conferences getting merry. So stay tuned for next video, bro. I'm